guys. Well, the first load of stuff from the cargo van is in. That was a lot. It was heavy. I had to load it up this morning, which Chris helped me with that, thank God. But I just brought it all in myself because he's working on another project. So he just went to switch out the cargo van for my SUV. So the cool thing is this door right here, it's actually a 4-foot wide door, which is awesome for bringing things in. And we can back basically right up to the top of the steps there, so that it makes it a lot easier for, unloading and bringing things down and bringing things in. So the candle studio at home is almost completely emptied out-ish. It's like down to that last bit of stuff that's kind of odds and ends things that are a little bit harder to sort of figure out. So I will definitely have another trip. I don't know how significant. It's not going to be as significant as this, I'm sure. And then we'll be ready to bring tables in. So holy cow, this is happening. I told Chris this morning, I am never, ever moving again. Ever. This is exhausting. But the good thing is, you guys, is that the candle studio is probably going to be the hardest room in the house to move. So we get this one out of the way, and then it'll be a lot better from here, we hope. So anyhow, I'm going to get back to it. I just wanted to take a quick breather, give you guys an update. I will show you how much stuff I was able to fit into my Volkswagen, and then I will bring that stuff in and sit down and take probably a second breather, because one thing I've learned, well, not that I didn't already know, but I'm out of shape. I need to work on me, because this is harder than it probably should be. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to keep at it, and stay tuned. Well, YouTube friends, there you have it. That was a very quick kind of reveal of my new candle studio space. I wish it really was that fast. It felt like it took forever and a day. It was a lot of hard work. But here it is. So I just want to do a super quick kind of show you how I have things set up right now. It's obviously still very fresh. I may tweak some stuff as I go along. You know, you get it. So I had 2 stainless tables from Uline. They're 6 feet long. Those were in my candle studio at home. So if you followed me, if you've watched previous candle studio tour videos, then you kind of know how my setup was. But I bought 2 more. So I have 24 feet of stainless steel table space, which is incredible. One of them is behind the camera right now, and I'm not going to show it to you because I'm actually starting a brand new business. Hopefully within the next week or 2, I'll be ready to launch. And that business is going to be taking place off of this table. So nothing to do with candles. And I'm super excited. I will let you know when I let everyone know, kind of thing. So I won't show you that one. But the other 3 I've got over here. And I was going to do them just all the way across. So it would be 18 feet all the way across in a line. Well, I had to butt these 2 tables up to one another because we needed to bring in some materials through that door down there, and I didn't want that table to be in the way. Well, now that I've got it there, I actually love it like that, and I'll show you that in a second. But first, let's check a few things out. All right, so I have a wire rack that has a lot of my packaging materials, big boxes of wicks, that type of thing. It works. Over here, I have another wire rack that's got a lot of my jars. Definitely not all of them, but it's a lot of the ones that I'm currently using. So, behind me, I have these 4 tables that I had in my other candle studio at home that I use for, well, I split them up. 2 of the tables are basically office space, what I would consider to be office space. So this is where I do all of my computer work, label printing, you know, shipping. I have my shipping scale over on the other side of that Epson printer. So this is kind of like my office workstation area. Below, I've got a lot of supplies, just your regular office supplies, inks, paper, labels, all that good stuff. So that is that workstation. If we keep moving along over here, you will see these other 2 tables here are my pouring station. So this is where I'm really getting into the work. So I have my 2 Auto that has my soap in it, my goat milk soap. Then I have my Digiboil that has 494, which is for my wax melts. And then I just purchased a new 2 Auto, a brand new one, for my candle wax because I was having problems with my Digi and I thought about replacing it with another one, and I just didn't love that idea. I really love the 2 Auto that I got for my soap melting. It's insulated, super nice. So I decided I wanted to just get another one to use for the candle wax. So whenever this one decides that it doesn't want to cooperate anymore, I'll be replacing it with a 2 Auto as well. So then on the underneath section over here, I just have candle making supplies. I've got stirrers, my thermometers, you know, just different things like that that I need as I'm making. The 2 white bins over here, those are super cool. They're really nice. It's plastic, but it's a heavy duty. And in the drawers, I've got, let's just go over here and I'll show you. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm trying not to shake you to death. My camera setup stuff is not great. My microphone adapter doesn't work anymore because I got a new iPhone and it has a different plug-in, so I'm trying. These are great. I keep my Nordic 3 wick in the top shelf there. I've got it labeled. All my clothespins for holding the wicks on my 4 and 8 ounce jars. Just a nice area to keep those types of things together and make it easy to find them when I need them. And then over here I have my new cabinet from IKEA. And as you can see, It is filled with fragrance oils. Smells amazing. That's not all of my fragrance oils though. I have another cabinet at home that I'll be bringing in here as well because they won't all fit in that one. So over here in the corner, I just have boxes that I've broken down that I'm going to be taking back home because we're moving our whole house. So, you know, I'll be recycling those boxes, and then just a few little odds and ends things. So let's talk about the 2 tables that I mentioned. Let's go this way. I almost went the other way and I would have given away my new business. Eek. All right, so these 2 tables, again, I didn't originally have them planned to butt up like that, but it turned out to be kind of a blessing in disguise. On this table here, you can see I have samples and blotter strips. So this is where I'm sort of working through the fragrance oils. I am testing new ones, putting them on blotter strips, seeing what I like and want to put in wax, seeing what I don't like, and just kind of going through that way. The table across from it over here, this is actually where I'm setting up to pour. So I can do my prep work here as far as I can do my cleaning of the jars and wicking them and getting things ready, and then I move them over to the other table and that's where I pour them. Then I can come back to this table, get a new set of jars and start prepping and all that. So eventually this other table here that I've been using for sort of just random computer work right now, that will probably also be part of the production line, if you want to call it that. So this is my space, you guys. So simple. We had the basement waterproofed. There was some issues in a couple spots where the foundation, when it would rain really hard, there was some water coming in. So we did a complete waterproofing of the entire basement. That's why there is this kind of white stuff on the walls, which is perfect. It covers up the basement block. I didn't have to paint it. I don't have to do anything to it. We need to get my boards up there that I had in my other candle studio where I like hang my pictures and scissors and different things like that. So we still have to do that yet, but you know, we just haven't got to that point yet. But anyways, so it's perfect. It's such a nice place. It's dry. It's very well temperature controlled. This carpet I put down is a nice commercial carpet. We bought a roll at Menards. We bought carpet pad to put under it. It is very comfortable. It does the trick. I love this space. I can finally have a space of my own. I can close the door. I'm not bothering my family. My family's not bothering me. I can just come down here and truly focus for the first time without interruptions of the house. Because if you know, my previous candle studio, we have pretty much an open concept floor plan in our home. And so there was no way for me to close off and do my work. I couldn't record when other people were home. Sometimes it was just hard to focus because I was trying to work on, you know, okay, what am I going to do with these jars and then, but every, you know, life is happening around me. And so it was difficult for us to kind of navigate through that. So I'm really excited to have my own space. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, it would be super cool if you do. If you find any of this helpful, if you want to hang out with me, if you want to watch the journey, it would be awesome. And if you have questions or comments or you want to chat, leave your comments below. I will definitely respond. I'm super, super, super excited to get started in this space. You guys, this is awesome. So I am going to go. I'm going to clear things off and get to work. So until next time, you guys have a good one and I will see you soon.